Manny Pacquiao was born into a world of struggle. He grew up in Kibawe, a small town in the Philippines. His family was poor, very poor. They often did not have enough food to eat. Young Manny saw the hardship in his parents' eyes every single day. Life was a constant battle for survival, long before he ever stepped into a boxing ring. He lived in a small, simple hut, a world away from the bright lights and roaring crowds that would one day chant his name. His childhood was not filled with toys or games, but with the heavy reality of poverty. He had to leave school at a young age. His family needed him to work. He sold donuts on the street to help them. He did whatever he could to earn a few pesos. The hunger was real. It was a constant companion. One story tells of how his father, desperate for food, cooked their family dog. This event deeply hurt Manny. It was a turning point. He knew he had to find a different path, a way to escape the crushing weight of their circumstances and build a better life for those he loved. When he was just 14 years old, he made a brave decision. He left his home. He stowed away on a boat headed for Manila, the capital city. He was alone, with no money and no one to help him. The big city was a scary and lonely place for a young boy. He slept on the streets, on cardboard boxes, wherever he could find a space. He worked in construction, carrying heavy loads for very little pay. But inside him, a fire was burning. He had a dream, a powerful desire to change his destiny. This was the start of his journey. It was a journey born from desperation. He was not just fighting for himself. He was fighting for his mother, for his family. He wanted to give them a life without hunger, a life with dignity. The streets of Manila were tough, but they made him tougher. They prepared him for the battles that lay ahead. He learned to be resilient, to never give up, no matter how hard things got. This boy from a poor village was about to show the world what he was made of. In Manila, Manny discovered boxing. It was a way to earn money. It was a way to fight his way out of poverty. He started training in a small, gritty gym. The gym was old and smelled of sweat and determination. He was small and thin, but he had a powerful punch and a heart full of courage. He fought in amateur bouts, earning a few dollars for each win. This money was a lifeline. He would send it back to his mother, helping to put food on their table. Every punch he threw was for them. His professional career began when he was only 16. He was still just a boy, fighting against grown men. People called him Pac-Man. He was relentless, gobbling up his opponents one by one. His style was aggressive and exciting. He moved with incredible speed and power. Fans were drawn to his raw energy and his humble spirit. He was not just a boxer. He was a story of hope. He showed that anyone, no matter how poor, could achieve greatness with hard work and belief. He was fighting for more than just a title. His big break came when he fought in the United States. This was the big stage. This was where legends were made. His first major fight in America was against Lelo Honolo Ledwaba in 2001. He was a last-minute replacement, an unknown underdog, but he shocked the world. He dominated the champion and won the IBF Super Bantamweight title. Suddenly, everyone knew the name Manny Pacquiao. He had arrived. This victory was the start of his incredible rise to international fame and a new chapter in his life. From that moment on, his career soared. He moved up through different weight classes, a feat few boxers ever attempt. He faced the best fighters in the world. He fought legends like Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales. These fights were brutal and epic. They became known as some of the greatest trilogies in boxing history. With each victory, his legend grew. He was no longer just a Filipino hero. He was becoming a global superstar, a symbol of perseverance and the power of the human spirit. Manny Pacquiao achieved something no one else had ever done. He became a world champion in 8 different weight divisions. This is a record that may never be broken. He started as a flyweight, a tiny fighter at 112 pounds. He ended his career fighting as a light middleweight at 154 pounds. This journey through the weight classes showed his incredible skill, discipline, and versatility. He proved he could adapt and conquer, no matter the size of his opponent. His ability to carry his power and speed up in weight was simply astonishing. His list of famous victories is long. He defeated boxing giants like Oscar de la Hoya, Ricky Hatton, and Miguel Cotto. The fight against de la Hoya in 2008 was a defining moment. Pacquiao, the smaller man, completely dominated the Golden Boy, forcing him to retire. When he knocked out Ricky Hatton in 2009 with a single devastating punch, the world stood in awe. These wins cemented his place as one of the greatest boxers of all time. He was not just winning fights, he was creating history with every bout. Throughout his incredible career, Manny Pacquiao earned a fortune. His total career earnings are estimated to be over $575 million. This includes his fight purses, pay-per-view shares, and endorsements. He became one of the highest-paid athletes in the world. The boy who once sold donuts on the street was now a global brand. This wealth was a testament to his success and his immense popularity. Every time he fought, millions of people around the world would tune in to watch the master at work. But for Manny, it was never just about the money or the titles. It was about pride. It was about bringing honor to his country, the Philippines. Whenever he fought, the entire nation would stop. Crime rates would drop to zero. Everyone, from the richest businessman to the poorest child, would be gathered around a screen, cheering for their hero. He united his people. He gave them a reason to be proud. He was their champion, their king, their hope. Manny Pacquiao's impact goes far beyond the boxing ring. He became a national hero in the Philippines, a figure of immense love and respect. He was more than an athlete. He was a symbol of what a Filipino could achieve on the world stage. His story of rising from extreme poverty to global stardom inspired millions. He showed his people that with faith and hard work, anything is possible. His life became a source of hope for countless young Filipinos who dreamed of a better future for themselves and their families. He never forgot where he came from. With his great wealth, he dedicated himself to helping others. He used his money to build homes for the poor. He funded hospitals and schools in his home province. He gave away millions to help those in need, from paying for medical treatments to providing food for hungry families. He saw his success not as his own, but as a gift to be shared with his community. His generosity became as legendary as his boxing skills, earning him the love and gratitude of his countrymen. His influence led him into politics. He wanted to serve his people in a different way. He was elected as a congressman and later as a senator in the Philippines. He used his position to fight for the poor and marginalized. He believed he could make a bigger difference by creating laws and policies that would help lift people out of poverty. While his political career has had its own challenges, his desire to serve his country has always been clear. He wanted to continue fighting for his people, but this time in the halls of government. Today, Manny Pacquiao's legacy is secure. He will be remembered as one of the greatest boxers in history, a warrior who conquered 8 weight divisions. But more importantly, he will be remembered as a great humanitarian. He is the boy from the streets who became a king, but never lost his connection to the common person. He used his fame and fortune not for his own glory, but to uplift others. Manny Pacquiao proved that a true champion is measured not by the belts they win, but by the lives they touch.